Hi friends, welcome to Bella Stitchery. Today I'm going to show you how I made this adorable layout using graphic 45 paper. And I'm going to show you this technique specifically as it came from a special request on Facebook. So let's go make it. Okay, for this layout, I'm actually using paper from the Midnight Masquerade collection from graphic 45 and some of the papers and images from Le Romantique and Domestic Goddess. It's all over the board. It's because I have odds and ends of all of these collections, but I don't want to throw anything away. So I tried to find how I could make them work together because I just love graphic 45. Now this collection I've heard is coming back. So yay. What I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be my photo frame. This is a baseboard frame from Tim Holtz. I've used these before in other videos. I love them. They're a really thick chipboard and they're basically embossed. So cute. There's different sizes in the pack. I'll put links to this in my description. I want to kind of antique this one up a little to match my paper pack. So, oh, sequin. I'm going to use some vintage photo ink on here to kind of change the color. I just thought the white might be too much, too stark. So we're gonna do a little of this. It's a nice thing about inks. I actually use my inks probably more for just distressing things than I do for stamping because I don't stamp that often. So we're gonna do this here. And then what I thought I would use is these metallic waxes from Finnabar, AKA Prima. So much fun, so easy to use. I do recommend gloves, whoops, because it is really messy. Let me see where my glove is. Here. I don't use gloves often, but for certain things, I try to remember to because I know it will stay on my hands forever. And I'll just have like a bronzed hand. That's not weird. Okay, so we're gonna put that on there. This one is called Bronze Age. I've been slowly adding to my collection of these waxes because they're really cool. I don't know if you could tell on the video here, but it's got like a metallic bronzy sheen. And it's just, they go on so smooth and easy. Okay, so there's that. Then, my gloves off. I feel like a surgeon. Right? It's about as the same kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna add some black soot to the edges as well. Just really grunge it up. This is really messy business. Okay, so I'm about happy with that. That looks pretty good. Now I cut some of this paper to the size of my frame. I'm gonna do some hot glue behind there so that I don't have to wait for it to set before I move on. So put some of that in the side here. There we go. Cuteness. I love having patterned paper for my photo kind of mats, even though I realize like a photo will go over it. It just looks cute, you know? It's the little details. It's gonna be paper of some kind, might as well make it cute. So my thought was, when I was kind of tinkering with this, is I want this pretty little romantic collage-y piece here, and my photo with some, look at these appliques by the way, aren't these cute? I think I got this on eBay. I'll try to find some on Amazon and put links to this. This is literally like applique for like dresses, but since I don't make clothes, I thought I would just use them in scrapbooking because they're still really cute. So basically my two elements of interest are gonna be here. I'm going to make a fun border. It kind of resembles like a shirt that doesn't quite fit anymore. Right? That's fun. That sounds elegant. So first I'm gonna rip the edges of my paper because this is really gonna have a nice shabby chic look. And I just kind of eyeball it when I rip. If you don't like going freeform, there are also really cool rulers that help you get messy edges like this, but in a more exact way. So I have a tutorial in which I reviewed those rulers. If you want to check that out, I think it's from We Are Memory Keepers. And there's different edges, but some people don't like just willy-nilly ripping into things. I love it because, you know, with this kind of style, there's really no wrong way to do it. So I'm going to rip my page like this. I'm also going to go back in with some of this brown ink for my edges. Like so. And then I found this cute background paper. That's from Bo Bunny. I think it's their double dot line, but I liked the kind of colors I thought would go well with this, the rest of this stuff here. See, this is really brands mixing, collection mixing. You don't always have to use the same paper pad or collection. Now, it does get a little bit trickier sometimes to find color families that work together. So that's kind of the tricky part sometimes, but I also just feel so proud of myself when I'm able to use random odds and ends from other collections that I liked without feeling like, well, I guess I'm out. There's like nothing really I can make. Okay, so that's about even. Now, let me just do another visual here for myself. Okay, so here's how I made that. I tore down like this. Again, use your feelings. This is not like an exact mathematic thing. I'm going to tear it down to basically a triangle. Okay. Then I'm going to go back out to essentially some kind of oval type shape. You could always tear more. You cannot tear less. So, you know, if you want to take your time with this, then I'm going to do another oval shape. Like so. Okay, meeting again in the center there. And then we'll do one more. How about that? So we'll do tear out and back, tear out and back. And then I'm just going to go back out like this. One more time. Okay, so doesn't look that great right now, but that's okay because it's gonna look amazing. Believe in your art. And if it's trash, then guess what? It's trash. Okay, so shabby chic, junk journal. It's so fun because it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. Inking things is also very forgiving. Okay, so I'm gonna ink the edges there. Now, this is the cool part, I thought, kind of made it look very shirt-ish, is to slightly overlap. So here's what we tore. I'm gonna slightly overlap it so it kind of resembles a cloth. To me, anyway. So, I'm gonna do it like that. I don't wanna lose too much of the paper though. Okay, so, like so. Let's make sure it's fairly even. And then I'm going to use hot glue for this part of it. You could use art glitter glue too, or whatever glue you want, but I like hot glue for this because I don't want it shifting too much on me when I'm looking for an exact spot. Does that look good? You can't answer me. This is already filmed and now glued. So hopefully it did look good. Okay, so then what I did for my buttons, you could sew right through your paper, but I don't like doing that because I don't want a lot of stuff behind my main cardstock. So I just threaded my buttons with some DMC floss and tied it on the back. So it looks like it's sewn, and then I just glued them right on. Like so. And I should actually add some glue back here too. Don't mind me. Don't mind me just gluing some things that didn't get glued down. Okay. There. Now I have some buttons here. I'm gonna do like so. And I just love this look. I think it's really cool. It's a little bit different and it's not really hard. But part of what I love about paper crafting generally is all the fun things you get to play with and try in different techniques. I'm gonna make sure all my threads go the same way. There you go. Now we can play with our photos. I just love this. I'm trying to figure out if I can make this work while also using some other elements here. So I cut out some more. This was basically all I had left in this paper, but I wanted to use it because I like it. So I'm just gonna try to see how I wanna layer this. Maybe like so. Like that. That'd be cute. Okay, so I'm gonna glue that down. Sometimes I do my layers like this in advance. No wrong way. No right way either, I guess. That's the other side of the coin. Okay, so here's this. And I kind of like this. I'm gonna trim this a little bit. The nice thing about working with lace or appliques in your background is you could trim things so that you get the most square footage out of it. So I'm gonna rearrange this so I could see more of it. Like that. Ooh, I like it. Yes, yes indeed. Love it. So I'm gonna do that like so. I glue that down. I already love it. Friends, what do you think? I wish this were live streaming so you could just tell me comments as we go, or just be like, no, don't put that there. Because you can kind of see it in a different way than I do. Okay. Oh my gosh, the glue strands. Do you have any tips for glue? Why is my glue so stringy all the time? I've heard one tip is to keep them in the fridge, like your glue sticks. Has anybody else tried that, and does it work? I have not tried it, so I don't know if it works. But they could be a little stringy. Okay, let me get another one here. There we go. Perfect. Now, for my main photo component here, same thing. I kind of want to trim this apart a little bit so I can change where it's going to be seen, because this photo mat is so big. I want to make sure I see all this pretty stuff. Okay, so let's see if we maybe do like that. Maybe do like, actually, maybe we'll do like this. So this is the fun part of crafting for me, is like just playing with all of my embellishments. I kind of like that. What do you think? Yeah, I do. I like it. Okay, so let's glue this down. Whoo, serious business. Working up a crafter sweat. You ever have that? Just, you're in the zone, you know? Okay, so let's do, these are so cute. I love laces. I love trim. I love pom-poms. I wish I could use more pom-poms. Sometimes I feel like they overshadow my project, even though I love them. But they're kind of, they demand the stage in a lot of crafts. Okay, so there's my photo mat. Okay, now, the other thing I wanted to use are some kind of ephemera printables. These are clocks. I actually made this collage in Photoshop, and I'm going to put a link to this PDF in my description if I can. If not, I'll put it on my Facebook page. So if you want this, just save it and print it. I use Nina cardstock. I'll put a link to those papers if you want. Oh my gosh, it's so messy. Nina cardstock is really thick, so it gives you a lot more stability than like printer paper. So if you want to try Nina cardstock, it's kind of all the rage with the junk journalists and printable people. But I'll put a link to this file. So if you want to print out some clocks, they're super handy. I use them for everything. And so I have already cut out some. I love putting them everywhere because they're just so dang cute, and they add so much to, like, look at that. You just put them everywhere. They don't add a lot of bulk, but they add a lot of cool, I don't know, they just look cool. Goes well with like a vintage style. So I'm gonna just put some here or there. They are less expensive to do printables than to buy the metal clocks. Although I love the metal pieces too, but I like having this option. It also keeps your layout from being, I don't know, 20 pounds. So that's good. I'm gonna put another little clock there. For this, I'll use some art glitter glue, I think. Put one here. Cutting them in half is another good trick because then you get 2 for the price of 1. So I'm gonna do that. Another thing that I had cut out were some printable butterflies. I don't know where I got this file. It might have been Pinterest. And I just printed out, same cardstock, cut them out. Easy peasy. And I just like that they're neutral and they go with everything. So if you haven't been on Pinterest or Etsy for like printable files, it's so nice to have kind of a file on your computer of go-to printables that just work with this whole kind of vintage, shabby chic collage style. I use these in particular all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna add some butterflies here with some glue. I like just adding it to the body of my butterflies because I want them flying. See, I should add some here. So I'm trying to work fast because I feel like these videos tend to go really long. So I'm trying to do fast craft. Glue it, throw it down, done. Okay, there you go. Put some more butterflies there. I just love butterflies. They're so happy. Okay, now I'm gonna save a couple because I also wanna put some flowers. These are from Little Birdie Crafts. Little Birdie Crafts is an international company, and so they're a little bit more difficult to find in the US, but I love their style. They remind me a little bit of 49 and Market. 49 Market would also be a great brand to use for a page like this. So use whatever flowers you like. Let's see, I'm gonna put some, I don't know, these might actually be too big. Let's see. I love this kind of thing. I don't even know what you call this, like some kind of flower bud. Got some leaves. Let's put some leaves here. Okay, put some here. And this is just about, you know, use your feelings. Fill this in how you like. I love full pages and full cards. They just make me happy. So I'm gonna do that. I might use some of the smaller ones. These big flowers are huge. And I think I used up all the room with my applique. So let's try, let's see. Let's do some, maybe down here. Again, I need your help. See, I wish you could talk to me. Talk me through this process. I will have to assume, I will have to channel you, my crafting friend, crafting buddies, to see, I almost think that's too big. Okay, so let's see. Let's go. I definitely want something up here. So let's do this. Maybe I'll have to use some smaller flowers around it. Yeah. Yep. Various sizes are fun. They add all kinds of interest here. Put those there. I'm also going to get some little roses to kind of fill in this region. And let's get some greenery. So cute. So cute. So many glue strands and so many hot glue burns. Oh yes, the struggle is real. Okay, so there's that. Let's see if I can get another one here. Yeah, I like it. I love it. So here we go. Gonna glue that down. There we go. And let me get some little rosebuds. Okay, so here's some roses from Prima Marketing. I think these would go well with the kind of filler areas. Let me see kind of colors here. See what I was saying about color matching different brands? Sometimes it's easier than others. Okay, I think this one, maybe over here. This over here, what do you think? Yeah, I think so. Love dimension. Okay, so here's this. There. Pretty. It's coming along. It's coming along quite nicely, I think. Okay, and these guys, I kind of like these. Not sure if they'll work. Let's see if I trim it down more. Yeah, I love it. Love it. I love when flower packs have like kind of different sized things like that. It's kind of fun, I think. Okay, so let's try another one. Maybe down, what do you think? Down here? No. Hate that one. Okay, let's see. Up here maybe? That's cute. Are you going down this way? Let's see. This is the design part of things. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to do this. I like it like that. Okay, so we're gonna glue that down. There. And I also like to finish off these printable butterflies with stickles. This is diamond stickles, and I feel like the glitter on the wings just makes them look more fabulous, especially because, you know, this is a printable, so it's a flat image, and I feel like adding the glitter is just, I don't know, brings it up, elevates it to a majestic butterfly level that it should be. And stickles is kind of amazing because it doesn't have to be that exact, especially in a color like this that essentially dries to like a diamond color. You just put it wherever you want and it's gonna look amazing. Okay, in fact, I'm gonna put some on her clothes too. Her little roses there, his little boutonniere, okay? Voila, fabulous. Fabulous. What do you think? I feel like it is still not complete. I feel like I need another leaf down here somewhere. I just love leaves. I think leaves add a lot. Okay, so let's put some leaves here. See, that's the thing about crafting. Sometimes you think you're done. You are not done. It's never done. Okay, let's see. This needs something else. Something else, maybe like that. Yeah, now with these clock faces too, you can add brads in the middle of them. You could add the metal clock hands, also an option. Let me show you. First of all, let me show you this page that we just made. Look what you did. Without you, couldn't have done it. I did channel your craftiness as well. Cute, right? So here's another one I made using the same kind of feel. This is actually why I made this one, because I had posted this on Facebook and someone in my junk journal group, I believe, maybe it was Graphic 45 group, said, oh, do you have a tutorial on this one? And I said, well, not yet, but yes, we can. So this is that same technique to make this little overlay with the buttons. Same printables here. I just put some metal clock hands, those are Tim Holtz, and a brad on that one. And then my butterflies, I did some Nuvo Dream Drops in the middle, as well as the glitter, and some more of this appliques. It's just so cute. I love it. I love everything about it. And so this is my new one. What do you think? Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this technique? Like it or hate it? I'd like to hear either way. It's fine. Subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, check it out and try it out. Let's make some stuff. Bye.